The following movie is rated R.
Yo, you see it. Take a good look at that meme that TK Kirkland posted. Yeah, it's worth discussing. Next on Nove 7182. Just right or just wrong, you let me know. So let's get into it, man. This meme that was sent to me in my DM on IG. This was actually posted by TK Kirkland. Shout out to that brother. Very, very fun cat, man. There's a lot running around with jokes on him that's just hilarious. It's not even like nothing disparaging. It's just like, if you ever follow TK Kirkland, especially on Vlad, just read the comments, man. It get lit in the comments with TK Kirkland. But like I said, it'll make a lot more sense what you get in there. But in any event, he posted up a meme, as you can see on the screen, just right or just wrong, and a guy walking right by a woman look like she's getting into a domestic dispute. And it says, she left me because of this guy I was passing by and saw the guy beating her. Should I beg him to stop or go my way? The way the sentence is, I'm assuming that his girlfriend left him because she seen him walking by a guy getting beat on by the girl. And he asks on the post, TK Kirkland, mind you, tell me, fellas, what would you do? And ladies, what do you think he should do? Mature answers, please. Oh, and I got San Francisco in the Super Bowl. Okay, yeah, you already know. And then he advertises his podcast, which I suggest you guys to go check out. I haven't listened to his podcast, but I like his interviews. You know, he's very calm, laid back. He's still a hood dude, but very calm, laid back, well spoken. Yeah, I enjoy his interviews, and he's a funny guy. He's a comedian. But I thought this would make an excellent topic, especially because it's stuff that we try to, like, on our Gulliver's Travels, on perusing the internet. Sometimes I like to post questions to my guys or my peoples. Sometimes they bounce it back to me. And this kind of opens up a conversation for larger topics, to be quite honest, where we could discuss whatever socially is going on. And I thought this was actually a pretty good conversation at 307 likes. Not the best likes, but it does pose an interesting, I don't want to say debate, but definitely interesting conversation. So before I get too much into it, I do want to go peruse the mindset of the people, and you know how we get to do that. We go in the comments, and it's 196 comments, and I'm not gonna go dig deep. I haven't really put a comment in it. I might later on, but we have a couple questions. Not a couple questions, couple comments that we're gonna go check out. One gentleman says, "Hey, she chose him." Another person, blind like Stevie, and the award for not my job goes to call the police and keep it moving. That's what they're there for. Okay. Sir, she clearly made her choice. Okay. Ain't no man about to beat on no female in my presence. I don't care what the situation is. Okay, 15 likes. Interesting. You know what? I'm going to go look at the replies to that. I find that fascinating. Let's look at the replies to that. Women trying to stab and kill a man and you'd make sure he wouldn't defend himself. Okay. Simp. To the person that was up there that posted it. You gonna mess around and try and break it up, and they'll both end turning on your ass. Better mind your own business. Okay. I don't see too many ladies jumping in here. Okay. Oh, okay, here go the ladies. He should help. Call the police. Ah, okay, sis. He should keep it moving because there's a bunch of college girls that just graduated. These are the ladies. Okay. Okay, I'm surprised Alexa played Isaac Hayes' Walk On By. Okay. He is right. Clap, clap, keep walking, bro. She ain't gonna come visit me at the hospital or morgue. Keep it moving. Hashtag who raised you. Facts. Okay. Okay. I understand that she broke your heart, but I would intervene because she's a woman. Wouldn't just ignore a woman getting beat up by a man who's bigger. But then again, that's just me. Okay. I ain't mad at that. Mind your business, and that's the best medicine for your brain. Life is good. The hurt in me would tell me to keep on moving, but I know my heart and my morals won't let me do that. Minding my business. None of my business. Keep stepping. Keep walking. Dudes gotta stop saving women from selecting the wrong men. That's a whole fact. I could respect that. I'd call the police respectfully because as the ex, all I can do is escalate a bad situation. Oh, that's the ex. So that's why they put this. Oh, now the meme makes sense. She stopped talking to him because the new guy was beating on her and he happened to walk on by. Oh, this is a little bit more personal. Look and watch to see the outcome. Knock him out and keep moving. Just doing the Lord's work. Okay. Drink. Water. Mind your business. Okay. Not my business. A lot of people's just saying basically to mind your business. And there's a little bit more to it because it's not just him walking by. He knew the girl. Not my job, Mac Dre voice. Okay. At the situation, told her to call the law. Had this situation, told her to call the law. Okay. Intervene, but would it get physical unless I'm defending myself? That's a whole fact. I got a better question. What would your family say if you got killed or lost your freedom intervening in random shit? My man. My man. like that's a real question. Matter of fact, let me do one better and let's see what was said. Word. My man wrote word. Okay. I thought that was like the best one. But in any event, now I preface that because I've actually experienced this more than once in my life, which is weird. Because the first time I experienced it, I remember talking to my sister on the phone. I was out of town. I was like away at school, and I seen like this couple arguing. It looked like it was about to go there, get physical. And I think I called my sister. I was on the phone with. I don't know. It was just something funny, and I remember I was just like, "Yo, I think there's about to be a situation across the street." And she was like, nah, mind your business. Sis was like, mind your business. And then she kept it real. She was like, y'all done been in a situation where my mouth, I wouldn't have been mad if a dude would have swung on me for how loose I used to get with my mouth. She was like, you don't know what it's about. You don't know who really started it, basically. You don't know how it got there. Mind your business. And what tends to happen is when guys walk in on situations like this, we're coming in the middle of something. Before we know, she hit him first. Before she knows, she did something to him. I mean, remember when Beyonce, the first thing they said when Beyonce's sister fought with Jay-Z on the elevator was, what did Jay-Z do? No one didn't care that he was getting assaulted by her. What did he do? And they wanted to see if it was okay for her to beat on him. And it was like, but under any other circumstance, if a guy was to beat on a chick because she cheated on him, no one's going to stand there and say, well, she had it coming. We're going to expect that because he's physically strong and imposing, then he takes the higher premium when in regards to responsibility in our interaction. And honestly, I'm okay with that. But if we're going to be all things fair and equal, if you're going to say guys should do this, the girls should do this. You can't play those games. You can't say we're the same and then move it around when it works to your benefit to start imposing the genetic aspect, like men are physically stronger, physically more capable, etc., when it suits you. But the fact of the matter is, if you ask me, I think so much people are selling these type of ideas that guys are starting to take notice and saying, hey, take out your own trash. You say you don't need guys, you're basically the same. So why should I physically involve myself in some shit that you chose? You know what I'm saying? So when I was young, my sis told me that, but it was always in the back of my head. I always thought it was weird because I was kind of built like that. But then I've actually got into physical situations behind a chick. Chick didn't give a fuck about me. Matter of fact, the girl watched me get into the whole fight. I had to ask my little sis that was out there, like, yo, sis, like, and this is supposed to be some girl that liked me. My sis was trying to break it up. She was trying to get in the mix to stop it. But this happened off of your homegirl. And I didn't remember her not one place throughout the whole joint. Mind you, she's one of them girls that like to bark on chicks and scream. And that's when I realized, oh, she ain't never been in a real fight before. Because I was sis' best friend. And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, so she used to barking chicks down and they just fall back. Okay, I see what it is. Because little sis, she was the one that usually get it bumping. Like, out of them two, she might have the biggest mouth, but it's the quiet one that'll do you in, and she was real small. All things being equal, the bottom line is it was the most unlikely one that was there trying to break up the fight, the whole fight. It wasn't the one that started off because of her mouth. Because I knew her. So when I seen her arguing with the dude, I was like, oh, we got to stop this. Because I kind of knew more than likely it was her mouth. But I was like, I'm not going to get involved in it. I'm going to just break him up. And then he started running off. And long story short, then I had to get into it and then just got into a situation. That said now, I don't remember seeing the girl throughout the whole thing. That's why I feel what the brother said. The big question is she going to come to the hospital for him if something happens? Is she going to send flowers to his family? I remember seeing a video of this lady stealing. Or rather, they show her stealing, but the guy ran out the store. I guess he wanted to check the kid, because I think it almost seemed like the way you would have looked at it is the way he came out, you would have thought that whatever was stolen was put in the kid's bag. But she eased off, and when he tried to press her, one of the homies, it was homies outside, straight knocked him out. You know, where was the girl the whole time? The lady that he was protecting. She was gone. Which even made me realize, I think sis stole something. That's why she was out so quick. It was just real funny because the guy ran out to go, it looked like, protect his product, get his product back. And he ended up getting duffed out because a guy was trying to protect the woman from a man. That was it. But if you would have looked at it, and mind you, you got to be fair, it was just a video. No one really knew. You wouldn't know because I didn't see the cameras, but more than likely, sis probably stole something. And now it brought these guys into a situation. I say that to say this. I remember seeing it on the train. This girl go back and forth arguing with the dude, and they were getting kind of physical. No clothes hits or nothing. It was weird. And it was just 3 other guys on the train. And the guys were just standing watching this shit. Off to the corner just watching it. Like, nobody wanted to get involved. This is the kind of... Even me, I was the only one that looked a little freaked out because I looking at the guys, they ain't getting into it, and I'm like, I wanted to, but it was like maybe they the smart ones. And I'm really looking at it, and if you've seen how they were going back and forth, a lot of this looked like it was both of them. Because if she really wanted to get away, she could have got away. And at one point, he tried to walk away, and then she kind of said something, and it just got them back into the place. If you were really scared for your life, sis, the moment he broke away from you, let him walk on by. Don't try to get the last word in. Don't start something that you can't finish, because what happens is a lot of these girls want to start situations because they want somebody to come out and save them from themselves. And these women don't want to be saved because they'll be back in another situation. I never forget, this brother was talking on the radio. I think he was with the Corey Holcomb show. I swear it was one of the brothers that was on one of those shows, and they was talking about it. And one of the brothers, I never forget, because he said that what happened was he lost his uncle in a situation like that. Uncle jumped to break a fight up with this guy beating on his girl. He ends up getting stabbed to death. By who? The chick he was trying to protect. I knew a guy that said he did a few months for beating the shit out of some dude that was beating on a girl that was pregnant. I meant to ask him, did that chick ever send him a letter while he was locked up to thank him? But I'm almost positive we both know the answer. And mind you, I'm a firm believer, no, you don't do good deeds in expectation of something back. But my point being is, he went to jail. He could have got into a fight in jail or even lost his life in jail. I mean, he really went out of his way to risk his life. And we're living in a world now where they're saying guys are being demonized. So now brothers are like, well, hold your own baggage. Carry your own baggage then, sis. Sis, we're basically the same. You're making so much money less than us to the dollar without being feared for the reasons why and really analyzing the choices that you decide to make. It seems to always be at the behest of the male. And then when it comes to black feminism, now they want to hit you with intersectionality, trying to sell the idea that black men have some higher premium over sisters, but we're the ones that get shot up by the officers, that get really pat down. All of those stuff are not really something that you have to deal with. That's not really part of your story as a black female. I mean, the best you got really going for you, not to knock on it for being black in terms of, especially today's day and age, is beauty standards. I mean, I'm not saying that's not an issue, but guys going to jail at a higher premium than you getting popped up over you. I mean, it pales in comparison. I'm not gonna say sisters don't experience some of the pitfalls that black males do, but never at the high premium, never at a high rate like we do, you know. So with all that being said, and all the black girl magics and the toe tapping, especially when it pertains to race, with all the stuff that black men have to deal with, a la the Kobe, and we're gonna get into that. We're gonna dig on that. You know, the first thing we have to watch who we have sex with, as it pertains to the community at large. But it's really not the community as it pertains to black women in particular, their personal feelings. We have to be so self-aware of offending the female that we don't even acknowledge, well, what about these guys? I mean, what about their personal offense? What about their personal well-beings? What about, we're quick to say, well, we can't go through the female's sexual history, if we're going to argue rape in a courtroom because it's not right. Okay. But then it's okay to bring up a man's history for a charge that never was even quantitatively found to be found guilty at all. But yet, for somehow will pass out in the court of public opinion guilt onto the man just for even having an accusation. All of these things actually orbit this same conversation, because now what you're doing is the innate attitude for a man to readily protect a female. You're rewriting that in them now. These guys are starting to say, well, carry your own bags. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Everybody got to put their own work in, baby. And this is what you're starting to experience. And this is why that guy could so seamlessly and easily walk right by that woman without a second look back. Because when you think about it, you just as strong as us. You could do just as much as anything of us. So I like to think you could be able to fight your own battles. Choose your own man. Choose a right man. Choose a man that won't put his hands on you, hands and feet on you like that. But then again, we don't want to take into account the woman's personal accountability. we handle females with kid gloves. In a court of justice, court of public opinion, to in the courtroom. That being said, I like what the guy said. Who's gonna send the letters to him if he goes to jail? Or what if he dies behind this? But no one's gonna care about the guy's contribution and risking his life. He's supposed to do this. He's supposed to protect random women, even from their own decisions. Like I said, I've been through it and went through it just recently. Again, chick didn't tell me about her man. I knew her ex-man was a nut, but why he got keys to your crib? How he got access to your phone to start pulling out information? Cause you allow that. And you have me around telling me or putting me in close proximity of your fuck shit because you want me to protect you from your personal decisions. It's no different than a girl that that's on a date, that's gonna curse out a bunch of guys in the theater for talking in the movie theater, but yo, fuck you, motherfucker, this, that, and the third, sitting next to her man because she know she ain't gotta fight them, but her man got to. He gotta back up every fucking word that come out your mouth. And the question is are you gonna jump in, baby? Or he's just gonna get his ass beat the fuck on, hands and feet put all over him for you to say, dang, man, I don't know why they overreacted. Shoot. You know what I mean? Or you gonna go to the hospital with my man? Because are you gonna apologize because it started off on your mouth? Are you gonna risk your life and soul for him? Call the cops. I think the best he could have did, maybe call the cops, but I'll be honest with you, it ain't his business. Because for all we know, we just seeing a picture. Maybe the cops should have been called on you. Because we know when they show up, they're going to run down on him. The dude doing it. And be fair, I really feel like any guy, if a woman does, if you're around any female that could get you that kind of angry, you need to leave her. Otherwise, you get what you got coming to you. Because when the cops hop out, I'm sure that's not the first time she had you out here in the streets looking like a damn fool. And that's whole facts. But I'm going to leave it right here. I want to know what you guys think. Did you think that my man was getting his, like, staying alive walk on is a little bit too much? Do you think that he really had any sort of obligation and intervention? Do you feel that, shoot, man, she got to deal with that on her own? That's just her business. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? Because right now, especially when it comes to the black community, women want us to just out and out save them. There was a situation that went out there prior that I'm going to talk about. It's an old conversation, but it actually is an adjunct to this. Because the idea is that the expectation is that men, and in particular, especially within the black community, black males have an obligation to protect black women unequivocally, no matter what the situation is or general principle. If they see something, they should respond to it in kind, almost as if she was just completely autonomous from how this situation even escalated to this level. And is it fair? Because you got to also remember, it's that man that got to risk his life for her. Just a thought, man. But you guys let me know down in the comments below what you think. Do you think my man, what do you think about this meme? Am I missing anything about this meme that you want to discuss upon? Let me know in the comments below, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. You already know, man. And as always, like I always say, man, I just treat these truths like bullets. And bullets ain't got no names. I just take aim. Only hit dogs holler. Scream if hollering ain't enough.